So it's going to be another Mulatto Crime Report. And yeah, so some new developments that were kind of brought to my attention over the past week. And I want to make this kind of a consistent thing as well, where I come up here, these news stories, and I bring it to your guys' attention so you guys are made well aware. Because I know a lot of you guys, you trust me, obviously. You look to me as a source of information as far as mulatto-ness, mulattoism, etc. Mulatto news, politics, history, identity, culture, etc. So I want to make it a thing, a consistent thing, to where I share with you guys what's going on, the good, the bad, and ugly as well. So this is going to be more so kind of the not so pleasant, but we still want to talk about it. And the whole thing here is to basically honor those who have received a not so pleasant deal, if I would say that. So I'm going to start off here. This is a biracial guy who was involved in look at the title here. Ex-chief describes discovery of alleged cover-up involving deputy. So let's tune in, listen in, and let's check this out.
First on Fox, a former police chief says he paid the price for telling the truth. It started when a man went missing in Pike County, Missouri.
Bowling Green's former police chief said he discovered a cover-up in the death of Nathaniel Mueller. Only Fox Files.
Nathaniel Mueller. This is the name of the gentleman you can see here on the screen.
Investigator Chris Hayes sat down with the whistleblower chief, who has since resigned.
Ty Bound says everything changed in his former job as a police chief here in Bowling Green when he spoke up about a sheriff's deputy's text messages he said he stumbled upon while investigating a robbery.
He knew of the whereabouts of that body.
Ty Bounds is talking about the body of Nathaniel Mueller. Mueller went missing December 20th, 2024, as the Pike County Sheriff's Office announced in a news release, quote, "Foul play is not suspected." As Bounds said, he soon found out otherwise.
During a robbery investigation, it kicked off at the same time, involving a lot of the same suspects.
Bounds said a search warrant revealed text messages between a suspect and a deputy, which Bounds said revealed the deputy knew where Mueller's body was.
A deputy and a suspect exchanging text messages. Collusion here.
Discussed that one of my brothers could do something like that.
One of his brothers, his fraternal brothers, right? Because it's literally a brotherhood with the law enforcement, with the whole back, the blue line, all this. It's legitimately like a fraternity. It's a brotherhood. I want to see more mulattoes have this type of mindset. Like, this is a brotherhood. This is a brotherhood, right? I really want to see that. As far as developing your own associations and your organizations, connecting with each other based off your skill set, your expertise, whatever field you're in. I want to see more of that. And it will happen. It's inevitable. It will happen. It's just right now, I'd love to see it currently with people kind of producing this content material. But regardless, it's going to happen. I can already see the trajectory. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Then a police radio call that Nathaniel Mueller's body had been found in the pond behind me here in Pike County. Bounds says he rushed out here to the scene only to find the deputy in question also pulling up.
And you're thinking, I might be getting into a gun battle. When he started to approach the pond, I said that I couldn't let him taint it any further. And so I told him I needed to talk to him and to come over and talk to me. And so I disarmed him.
And at that point,
he disarmed him. Another fellow deputy. Interesting. Got to arrest your own brother who was involved in the crime against a mulatto.
Did he know that you knew?
Yes.
How?
The look on his face.
Bounds held a news conference in March, airing it out.
We were able to uncover a close, intimate relationship.
And this is, March 14, 2015. And this is former Bowling Green police chief T.Y. Bounds.
Between one of the suspects in the robbery and a high-ranking official of the Pike County.
And of course, you look at the lady in the background, Mulatta. Clearly aesthetic, right?
County Sheriff's Office.
Missouri Highway Patrol took over the investigation, and 3 months later, Bounds quit. Why did you resign?
I resigned from the Bowling Green Police Department for lack of support.
Plus personal attacks, like rumors he's a meth addict.
That's completely false. I use amphetamines as far as prescriptions, Vyvanse. It's something I've taken for several years now.
An ADHD medication. We attempted to get responses from both the Pike County Sheriff and Bowling Green City Hall via emails, phone calls, and in-person visits. No one had a comment.
There's people.
Nobody had a comment. That's the kind of collusion you see right there. Nobody had a comment on this incident because one of their own was involved. So no comment. Dirty, dirty stuff you're seeing right here. Now, this is the victim's mother, the mulatto man who deceases his mother right here. So let's tune in.
People that know things and they're not saying it.
That is Nathan Mueller's mother as we approach the anniversary of his disappearance.
Justice still needs to be served.
Mueller's godmother, Ashley Ashby, struggles with the fact the still unnamed deputy implicated by Bounds remains on duty without discipline.
I don't believe any one of those officers should still be able to assist in the community.
I'll go the fifth on this one.
In a deposition,
Cover up. I mean, the whole thing is like when you see this type of circumstance, get the hell out of that area. You see the whole corruption there with the law enforcement and the secrecy. Get out of that whole area. I mean, that's what would be my move. Get the hell out, move out, go somewhere else. It's very unfortunate. The corruption's all-time high. I mean, it's everywhere because people talk about other nations, you know, whether it's Russia or Brazil or China or whatever, because people talk about corruption, but it's like you got it right here in your own backyard. These little towns and whatever. This is Missouri. It doesn't matter if it's in California, New York, or New Jersey or Florida. It doesn't matter. Like you have this level of corruption with law enforcement colluding. Okay, and the victim is mulatto, so of course you got guys like me. We're paying attention. We're observing and analyzing and collecting data. My whole position is here. When you see this type of corruption, get the hell out of there. Get out of there. It's a bad situation.
Pike County Sheriff Stephen Cordy this summer refused to answer repeated questions about Mueller or his office's involvement.
I want to take the fifth on this one also.
Answers will have to come with Highway Patrol.
And it is effective. It just takes a little more time.
For the Fox Files, I'm Chris Hayes.
Okay, that was it on that one. That was it on that one. I got more, of course. Shout out to Val, as always. Appreciate you being here. And then we have Samuel. Shout out to you. Appreciate you guys. How many likes do we got right now? 7 likes. Okay, that's better. We got 16 viewers, 7 likes. It's like around half, a little less than half. Stingy MFs. Stingy. I mean, I'm going to keep saying that because it's like, come on, guys. Come on. You hate your boy. You hate me. You don't like me. You're so irritated by me. But you follow me around social media. You watch all of my shit. You follow me like a hoe, like some hoe I broke up with and dumped. But you don't want to like my shit, but you just want to watch me. It's just like either way I win regardless, but it's still pretty pathetic. You don't want to even give me a like. But you want to watch what I'm saying and listen, you know, a gotcha moment or something like that. It's pretty pitiful at this point. You people can't stop me. I don't understand. Like, you've been doing this for over a couple years. Like, you know, I'm gonna stay here forever. I'm gonna own all of you. But you're still watching everything and making up lies and smear campaigns, and it's but your boy's still here. Sucks for you. Sucks to be you. And yeah. So let me go into the next story here. Let me share this with you guys. I just get a kick out of it, like the hate watchers and shit, because it's I got a few of those. They don't like your boy, but they love watching everything I do. It's like, wow, you're just one of many other hoes out here. It's irrelevant. Let me get this ad up out of here. This is what New York Post. Texas college student, 23 years old. She was killed by a trio of dogs, 3 pit bulls. She was dog sitting. This is November 25th, 2025. So that was like a few days ago. Very sad and unfortunate news. And I have her on the cover of this stream. honoring her. When I found the story, I shared it immediately with one of my group chats, and it's pretty sad. This young lady here, and she's out there in Texas. Says a Texas college student was mauled to death in a vicious dog attack while pet sitting 3 pit bulls who her grieving mother said all seemed to love her before the dog's inexplicable inexplicable actions on Friday. Madison Riley is her name. Honoring and remember her name. Madison Riley, 23 years old, college student. She's a dog sitter. And the thing is, as well, that's irritating, it's very sad and unfortunate, is because she was about to graduate with her bachelor's in like 3 months, if I'm not mistaken, in early childhood development. And it's because her younger brother, suffers with autism. And so she was inspired by her brother to study and to partake in early childhood development, to learn more and to help people. So that was like very sad, to see the path that she was on, but it was cut short based off this unfortunate circumstance of her being a college student, working, doing it the honest way, working and being a dog sitter, trying to support her family, her career, her future, and it was cut short. 23-year-old woman. It's just a very unfortunate. So I mean, that's why this stream, I'm basically honoring her, dedicating the stream to her, and exploring this story. So Madison Riley, 23, was found dead in the backyard of a residential home in Tyler, Texas, around 4:15 p.m. by the police reported. A neighbor called 911 and deputies with the Smith County Sheriff's Office responded. By that point, the 3 pit bulls had already pounced on Riley. The dogs then diverted their attention, all 3 of them, to him, started coming toward him, and he unholstered his service weapon, and he fired at one of the dogs, killing it. Sergeant Larry Christian, a public information officer with the Smith County Sheriff's Office, told the outlet. Crazy. And this is the lady here. This is Riley. This is her mother, and I believe the brother. They have pixelated or blurred out. Crazy. Very young woman, studying early childhood development, was about to graduate with her bachelor's degree, and life was cut short. Very, very tragic. But this is my mission here, is to honor her and her family, and to pay our condolences, basically. It's unfortunate. It says Riley was pursuing a bachelor's degree in childhood education, which her mother said was inspired by her younger brother, who is diagnosed with autism. And then they have a GoFundMe, which I will post. It will be in the description as well in this video, this live stream. And this is the family right here. This is Riley, her mother, and then this is her brother. So yeah, she's working to go, support her college career, support her education, and it got cut short. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Riley's mother, Jennifer Hubble, told the outlet that she just dropped to her knees when she was notified of her daughter's death. Hubble is still struggling to put the pieces together, as she explained that Riley had highlighted a quote-unquote change in the dog's behavior shortly before the fatal attack. She said that she hadn't always been that way. Hubble told the outlet. The college student was an experienced dog sitter and avid animal lover. She had previously babysat the family's children for weeks on end and figured that looking after the pit bulls would be an okay situation, Hubble told the outlet. Yeah, so she was babysitting as well, but then they have the family that she helped babysit. They also had dogs as well, pit bulls, and she felt like, oh, okay, I've done this before. It's easy work, and it's a tragedy, man. We lost one. We lost one of ours, and it's very sad. This is her right here. Riley was set to graduate from University of Texas in Tyler in 6 months. So 6 months. I think I said 3 months, but I stand corrected. 6 months, just months away. Get her bachelor's degree, and it's yeah, it's not good news. It's not good news. Since it's unclear if Riley was also looking after the family's children when she was killed. The sheriff office said the homeowner were out of town at the time of the attack. Riley was just 6 months away from earning her bachelor's degree from the University of Texas at Tyler. She chose to specialize in early childhood education, which Hubble said was in part inspired by her younger brother's experience growing up with autism. And that's the part that kind of it hurts the most, I would say. It's very sad. Yeah, she was inspired to pursue her education based off her family, her brother. Like, she's supporting her family, she's motivated, inspired by her family, and her life was cut short, based off just a crazy incident like that with these wild beasts, these pit bulls. And it's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, this is the part that irritates me the most, is that she was inspired by her younger brother, and wanted to learn more, educate herself based off autism, and work in the field to make a difference with early childhood education. And things didn't work out according to plan. Her K third grade students adored her. She had a gift for making every child feel safe, special, and loved. Madison's heart was made for that work, Hubble wrote in a post on GoFundMe. A court hearing regarding 2 surviving pit bulls is scheduled for Wednesday. Crazy. A court hearing with the 2, because they deleted one pit bull. One of the guys, the responding officer, shot and deleted one of the pit bulls, but there's 2 other ones. It was a mauling of 3 of them. That is crazy. Crazy. And they have a GoFundMe, and for a fact, for certain, that will be posted here. And it's this is an unfortunate one. I don't like this story, but I'm going to report the news, and it's this is a pretty tough one. Doing all the right things, loving her family, supporting her family. She sees her younger brother is in need, so she decides to pursue education to help her younger brother, and it's just and things happen. It's very sad. So we have that one. And of course, like I said, I will post the link to that one. But I have another story here that I want to share with you guys. I have a couple more before I say goodnight. Let's see what I have here. Got a little ad, a video ad in the background. Let me, okay, good. I have the comment here from Samuel, says, yeah, I heard about that story from a channel called I Hate Dogs. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think she felt comfortable, because maybe she's like a dog sat pit bulls before or something like that. And I think what's interesting about that story is that, what the news article, what they were referring to is that she babysat the family's kids before prior, and then they basically asked her, hey, well, we're going to be out of town, we're taking the kids family out of town, can you watch our dogs over the weekend or something? She's like, sure, why not? She's comfortable with the family. They got 3 fucking pit bulls, and that's crazy. And they ended up just attacking her, crazy. That couldn't be me. Because I would have killed the dogs. Um, I'm not looking at it like it's tasty meat. I'm not gonna eat them, but they're gonna try to run up on me or jump on me. It's just, you're dead. And it's unfortunate, it's the whole story, because the young lady going to college, and she was inspired by her brother, her mom there. It's just, man, it's tough. It's tough. Those are stories that hurt, but I'm here to basically report the news for you guys. And yeah, offer my condolences. And again, I'll post the GoFundMe. They have a GoFundMe as well if you want to support the family. I know I will. I'm reporting this to you guys right now. This is fresh news, but if you guys have a couple dollars, just support the family. Do what you can do because they need it more than anybody else out here. Let's be honest. I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm a free American up here. This is what, Saturday? This is November 29th. I'm a happy man. I have no complaints, you know. And but when I see like these stories like this is unfortunate. Like, so I'm saying like help them out. We help the people those are more in need. So I'll have all the links posted if you guys have it in you to support. I mean, it's crazy because some of these people here, they won't even hit the like button. I mean, at least I got 8 likes now. I got 14 people watching, but I got 8 likes. Like, man, so many haters. I love it. So many haters. They watch everything I do. They're like an obsessed fan. You know, it's funny because, you know, doing this type of material, I legit got like disgruntled fans. I got fans and shit. It's crazy. I never thought this would happen. Legit fans, you know, and then they get disgruntled or whatever. They don't like something I say or whatever. They find, and I block them. I excommunicate them, excommunicado, and then they still run up in here watching my shit. It's really bizarre, crazy. So let me go into the next one that I have for you guys. This one here is out in Phoenix, Arizona. It says man jailed after road rage leads to double fatal shooting. A man and his daughter deceased after this crazy lunatic went on a shooting spree. So let's check this news story out.
From a woman tonight who lost her son and granddaughter.
They were shot and killed over the weekend, and police say an argument in a parking lot is what led to the gunfire. Fox 10's Nicole Christine shares how the family is processing this loss.
Yeah, good evening, Christina and John. Instead of planning a happy Thanksgiving get together, this family.
And this is really recent. The other story was like a week ago. This is like 5 days, about a week ago. 5 days ago. So all this is all fresh off the press. All these news stories that I'm bringing to you guys right now live. November 29th, 2025. This is like a few days ago, 5 days ago. Yeah, this is like they're mentioning over Thanksgiving dinner. Interesting.
Now planning 2 funerals, one for Quincy Polk and one for his 8-year-old daughter, Envy Cardenas. Meanwhile, Envy's mother is left in the hospital continuing to fight for her life, and a 5-year-old daughter was also shot, and she will have a permanent reminder of this tragic day. Now, there is a memorial that has been set up outside in the parking lot where all of this happened. The glow of the candles and the stuff.
This is out there in Phoenix. They got like a couple Modelo bottles and crazy. Yeah, young baby girl was shot, and then the father of the girl was shot, and both deceased as well. The mother was shot as well, and another, like, it's crazy. The whole family was shot up, but the father and one of the daughters was deceased, and then the mother and the daughter survived, but they're in the hospital. Crazy. Is out there in Phoenix.
Stuffed animals surrounding the lamppost, just a reminder of the lives lost.
I feel like part of my life is gone. Like, I ain't never gonna see my son smile no more. I'm not gonna be able to get him big hugs where he can pick me up off my feet no more. I ain't gonna be able to get 1,000,001
This is the mother right here.
questions from my grandbaby no more.
Jo Ezra Martin says losing her son Quincy and 8-year-old granddaughter Envy this past weekend is.
This is a family here, right? Crazy. I saw the t-shirt he has on here, and that's like blood in, blood out t-shirt, right? Like glamorizing this like Mexican thuggery. He's wearing that t-shirt. it's ironic because you look at the person who done him in, you know? That's what I find ironic about it. Like he glamorizes that, the Mexican thuggery and all that, Selena and all this stuff, and then like look who kind of did him in. Interesting.
Almost too much to bear.
I got a double whammy. I can't even get time to like grieve in between because I don't have just one funeral. I got two funerals. I gotta prepare for.
Court documents show the father and daughter were shot inside their car in a parking lot near 19th Avenue and Baseline after an alleged tailgating incident led to a fight between Quincy and Tyrone DiCilli.
Right. So that's a suspect right there. It's funny. The guy says Bantu man. Who's a Bantu? Who's the Bantu on the screen? The dude with the face tattoos with his mulatto mom. Who's the Bantu here? Who's a Bantu? Just want to know because, you know, in all these spaces, you have it saturated now, you know, and I'll really dig deep, you know, if need be in the future. If people get out of line, I'll put them back in their place. But just kind of want to course correct some things here. Where's the Bantu at? I'm looking at the screen here and this violent crime that took place. Where's the Bantu at? Where's the Bantu? I don't see one Bantu in sight. You know, and it's funny, all this whole Bantu language, all these fucking idiots on TikTok, they got all that from me. All this nomenclature and vernacular, they're mimicking and parroting what for me. I have to take responsibility for that. I understand. That's why I'm kind of course correcting and readjusting my material and message. But make no mistake, all of these youngins and these newbies and all this shit, they've been listening to me for a minute. All this Bantu fucking shit, that's all me. But I'm looking, but they don't apply it properly. And I'm looking at the screen right now with these two individuals. I don't see one Bantu here. You just saw the guy, his mother. His mom is mixed. His mom is mulatto. This is clearly not a Bantu. Look at his phenotype. Look at his facial symmetry. All right. Dude says, I thought that was a Bantu on his shirt. That was a typical fucking Mexican. It was from Blood In, Blood Out. That movie that they have glamorizing thuggery and criminality. Okay. And then look who he got done in. Look who done him in. Glamorizing the same people who done him in. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So honorable. So let's continue on with this.
Witnesses told police Quincy's fiance, Alexis Cardenas, also got involved in the fight, but then the couple returned to their car where their 3 daughters were inside. Chili is accused of grabbing a gun from his car, saying something along the lines of, "You're going to learn to pay for what you do," and shooting at the car. Quincy and Envy suffered fatal gunshot wounds. Alexis was shot multiple times, and a 5-year-old daughter was shot once in the leg.
And all over what? Nothing over road rage. Come on, that makes no sense. And then you already killed my.
Yeah, this is his mother. Yeah, that looks like a Bantu to me. Not. I don't think so. And again, it's because you mulatto guys don't even reach out to these women. You don't advocate for these women, and you wonder why they're choosing other groups of males. Like you guys don't even advocate for them. What the fuck? Any of you guys turn around and cry and complain about these chicks and the options they have or they don't have? I don't know. But you complain about them, but the same guys who complain about them, like you never advocate for these ladies. That's the hilarious part about it. You never advocate for them. You never promote them, but you complain about them. I get that. I find that to be hilarious. Examining all you dudes. You have so much shit to talk about these ladies, the Mulatta, but you never advocate for them or promote them. It's just, it's hilarious. So yeah, looking at her, does this look like a Bantu to you? Okay.
Son, you went over there and shot the mama. Then you went to the middle and shot my grandbaby. Why would you shoot up a baby? Like she had nothing to do with whatever you and my son went through.
Chili told police he didn't know there were children in the car until he saw the woman scream, "My baby," and saw her remove.
Yeah, this is a family right here. Yep. Crazy. Senseless crime. Crazy. But I'm the bad guy. I gotta call it out. I gotta call it out. I gotta mention I'm the bad guy. Yeah. Got people watching me, not even gonna hit the like button. Typical. Typical. They gotta find any kind of like little dirt, any little thing, catch me slipping. And look, I'm always gonna be here above all of you. You'll never be above me. I'm talking about the haters, the biracial baby mama and their little pookie criminal thug haters. Like none of you people, you'll never be over what we're doing over here. You can try though. That's cool. You're listening. You're still watching me, tuning in. So of course, with the algorithm, I'm still popping. It's all good. And you already see it now, like with these YNs. You can say if I use that, the YNs, like they're fucking using my nomenclature. All this Bantu shit you see permeating across the interwebs, like they got that from me. They're using my rhetoric and talking points. Even this exotical person, Exoticals United, talking about dark skin supremacy. I saw that like a few weeks ago or a month ago. One of her videos, it just popped up on algorithm and I watched it. And she's talking about dark skin supremacy and black supremacy. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You never said this shit a couple years ago. What happened? Now you're using my rhetoric? Interesting. Interesting how that works. Yeah, I'm all here for it.
Remove Envy from the rear passenger seat. Family says no charges can bring true justice, but they hope no other family has to face this heartbreak in the future.
Yeah, I don't see one Bantu on the screen. Okay?
This heartbreak in.
Yeah, I don't see one Bantu on the screen. But you talk to some of these fucktards, okay? Like I said, if they really want to go in, I'll decimate them with this shit. But they swear up and down the Bantu, the Bantu, the Bantu, the Bantu, all over TikTok and all the other shit. But they don't call out these other motherfuckers, right? That's the funny part. They don't want to scratch the surface. I don't know what it is. They guess they want numbers. They want the audience or something. They're not real. And it's funny because the people, you don't even show your fucking face. You're not even on camera. You don't even have the respect and decency or the fucking balls to jump out here on camera and let the public know what you look like. Like your opinion is null and void. You have some good points. I respect that. I acknowledge that. But please don't get too uppity. If you're not a man about this and you're not with the public, you're showing the whole world, this is me. This is my philosophy. This is what I think and feel. Yeah, this is real shit. This is not some pro-whack shit where you got Professor Black Truth and the Black Authority. You got some fucking Fruit Loop hiding behind an avatar. The mulatto men over here are not doing that. And it's funny because the white men don't do that. They have the fucking balls and decency to be on camera and stand behind their rhetoric. All the whole like Nick Fuentes or Richard Spencer or David Duke and all of these other white nationalists, they have the decency to be on camera and with their rhetoric. But you notice that with the Bantus, it's not really like that. You got this Professor Black Truth hiding behind Avatar. So when I see these mulattoes who are too fucking pussy and coward to put their face behind their message, I laugh. I get a kick out of it. Just don't fuck with me. That's what I'm telling you. Don't fuck with me. You can try with somebody else, but don't do it with me.
The future.
I just want to warn people, just please be mindful. And it's the holidays, so take a little bit more care of what you're doing. It's people out here and it's people who got issues already with the holidays. They already not feeling good. So just be careful because you never know what might happen.
Now, Alexis Cardenas is heading into surgery tomorrow, and
Alexis Cardenas, so that's the mother heading into surgery.
5-year-old Navy, the younger daughter who was shot.
In Navy, the 5-year-old daughter. That's a complete tragedy. Father and daughter slain, but the mother and daughter remains, but they're injured and scarred for life without their father and their sister. It's crazy work.
She's going to be okay, but she will forever have that bullet in her leg. Now, we do have a link to the GoFundMe set up for the family. This will help with funeral costs and those mounting medical expenses. That's on our website, fox10phoenix.com.
So they posted the GoFundMe, and of course, is me, my community service. I will have the GoFundMe posted as well here in the description. I'm going to put up some money. I advocate and push for you guys as well. If you have any money, any dollar, that's all it takes. Put some money here.
Reporting live tonight in Phoenix, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
Thank you, Nicole. In a recent AAA survey,
Yeah, that is incredibly crazy. Incredibly crazy. Shout out to you, gentlemen here, South African colored. I'm definitely trying to connect with you guys. I have something in the works with somebody that I'm gonna collab with pretty soon. It says, MV, you are a trendsetter, bro. I consider you to be a leader of the mulatto movement in America. Damn, really? I'm a leader now. I appreciate you, bro. And you said respect to you, bro. Hey, respect to you, man. Like I said, I reached out to another man, mulatto American, and I want to work on like a collaboration with a lady, a South African colored lady, do like a live stream talking about some politics, travel, and culture, etc., identity. So I'm gonna try to network and get something like that organized. And appreciate you, man. Really do. I have a lot of you guys who have connected with South African coloreds over the past like year or so. I've never been to South Africa, but it's definitely like part of my journey, especially with this material, this content that I'm like producing, and kind of my purpose here. Definitely, I want to build, build that bridge, and connect and establish some real relationships. So I appreciate you, man. Always being over here in your comments. I appreciate you. You put here, you got some of these mulattoes and mulattas that just want to be accepted by Bantus, unfortunately. Yeah. And a lot of them, yeah. And it goes the other way. They want to be accepted by Latinos. They want to be accepted by Anglos. Yeah, of course. And they can have fun. And a lot of them, it's funny, they come across my material. They're baby mamas by Latinos. They're baby mamas by Anglos. They're baby mamas by Bantus. I'm like, what the hell happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Am I the problem? Am I the guy that's at fault here? Like, I didn't make you a baby mama, and I always say that as well. And they get mad. I'm not your problem. I don't care. I guess they're mad because I pointed out, or I kind of rub it in their face that it's just a massive L. But that's kind of on them. I don't understand. Like, I don't know what to tell them. I'm very blunt and assertive over here, if you guys haven't figured it out. And yeah, we're going to stay this way. We're going to stay pissing people off. We're going to ask the serious questions. We're going to persevere. And of course, we're basically the kind of trailblazers, as the guy said here, the trendsetter trailblazers. All of this stuff came from me. Like, you see these other people like this, they're getting all this from me, which is cool. They don't have to admit it. I don't give a shit. Regardless, but I'm still here. You can do your live streams and all this stuff. Like, you guys are still going to tune in, because you need that inspiration, you need that source, that information. Like, you're still going to tune in and come to the source where it kind of originated from, right? So I got another news article here I'll share with you guys before I kind of end things here. And this is DNA breakthrough leads to arrest in 1994 murder of 14-year-old Tanya Frazier. This is in Seattle, Washington. And shout out to Val, who's actually in the chat. I see her comment up here at the top. I'll highlight it. Shout out to you, Val, because she's the one who actually shared this with me, this story. So I'm going to share with you guys. This is the lady here, Tanya Frazier. Oh, she's a girl, actually. She's 14 years old. She was deleted, and very sad and unfortunate. But new DNA breakthrough evidence leads to an arrest of this crime that was committed in 1994. Crazy work. Let's get right into it.
Tanya Frazier, the cold case may finally have some answers. Prosecutors have charged 57-year-old Mark Russ with first-degree murder with sexual motivation.
A break in DNA evidence linked the man to the case that has haunted her mother and the entire community. Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman sat down with her and a private investigator as she prepares to face her daughter's accused killer in court.
So just brings up little memories of different things.
For 31 years, the answers never came.
31 years. You guys hear that? 1994. Crazy. The type of weight, the stress, and just like all of that, just like destroying you inside, like your own child was devastatingly like just mistreated and like destroyed. It's crazy work.
But the memories
This is the mother here of Tanya.
never left.
Her new bike.
This is how Tanya Frazier keeps her daughter close. Tanya's birthday parties, always around Halloween because she was born October 29th. Costumes, party hats, and a
Right? In her birthday, October 29th. This is little baby Tanya right here. You can see kind of in mixed company, right? Caucasian and African American here in the picture. And there's Tanya there, 1994. Or that was when the deceased, but this is like, I guess, late 80s, early 90s. Crazy.
hats, and a good time frozen on glossy paper.
Where we were living when she disappeared. It's the backyard.
Then there's also Tanya's last professional photo.
And this is her last professional photo. And she was 14 years old. This is why she's 14 years old in this photo. This is when she was deleted.
Framed, but not hanging. It stays tucked in Teresa's room, too hard to see every day. Teresa is preparing to walk into the King County courtroom and for the first time face the man prosecutors say killed her daughter.
No, actually, nervous about it.
Detectives knocked on Teresa's door to let her know prosecutors have charged 57-year-old Mark Anthony Russ with murder.
This is the guy.
New DNA technology tied him to Tanya's disappearance and death in July of 1994.
Kind of brought up emotions all over again of like the day they came out and told me that they found her and she was killed.
Seattle police say Tanya was last seen leaving Mini Middle School on a Monday. Her body was found 2 days later. More than 3 decades, Rose Winquist has been working Tanya's case since the very beginning.
You know, notes upon notes upon notes.
So Rose right here, I guess she's one of the detectives, investigators on the case who they said who's been working on it for decades, 3 decades. Crazy.
Rose kept every note she wrote. Tanya's face inside every other page.
Right here, Crime Stoppers, Seattle, King County. Crazy. They even have a reward sum right here. Pays up to was like 1K or whatever. It's crazy. 3 decades.
A teen she met through mementos in her bedroom.
She was a little 14-year-old girl. I have letters that I took from her room that talk about my life story, you know, and I had to laugh. And it's like, and she talks about things like, oh, there's this new character on Sesame Street. He's really cute. His name's Elmo. Right?
Rose says there were clues, even back then, that Russ may have lived steps from someone Tanya knew.
Yeah, this is Tanya right here. Lost but not forgotten, as with the title of the stream, honoring the lost and forgotten, not forgotten. The whole point here is to make sure that they are remembered.
Russ's mother lived across the street from Mini Middle School. According to court, Rose doesn't believe Tanya was someone he chose randomly.
The reason potentially that he killed her is because she could identify him.
Court documents say Russ, an unregistered sex offender, was convicted several times, including of a home invasion robbery in 1996. And in 2021, he was resentenced and released from prison due to changes in state law. Teresa has lost more.
Right. This is Teresa here again. Yeah, it's crazy. And this is like I said, shout out to Val. She shared this with me. So I'm honoring, basically her request and just reporting the news. Because I wouldn't have probably known about this. This wouldn't have came across kind of my news desk. I have an email, you guys. Email me, mulattovangard@gmail.com. If you guys have any news articles or something you want me to talk about or reference, you guys can reach out to me. But Val, she's very kind of connected and she reached out to me or messaged me, etc. So I saw this story. It was like, wow, it was crazy.
More than a daughter.
You know, she could have been married now. She could have had kids, grandkids. And she didn't have a chance to even finish high school because this man took her life.
But the question Teresa is now asking is why the man charged in her daughter's murder slipped through the system for decades.
I think in many ways the system failed.
Yeah, the system coddled them because they're the conquered king complex. The system coddled them because they're a victim of white supremacy, of colorism, of anti-blackness. Mulatto vanguard, you're anti-black. So yeah, the system coddled them. So they allow these savages, these creatures to get away with these crimes unchecked. It's very obvious what we see going on, and he got some pussy weak ass mulattoes who want us to kind of change our language and make it more socially acceptable so we can get some celebrities to jump on board. Fuck them. Fuck them. I get a kick out of that. I might go into that in the future. Like, let's change our language. I want to get the celebrities to help us out. Good luck with that, homie. Go get you some Zendaya. Go get you some Drake to jump on board with your little shit you got going on there. Good, homie. I love to see it. You in Hollywood, nigga. I'm from Hollywood. Okay, good. I'd love to see you do that. Get these celebrities on board. They've already done that. I mean, you have the gentleman, biracial awareness. That guy has been doing the work way before me. He's over there in England or in the UK. Biracial awareness, that mulatto man has been doing a lot more and way more work than all of us. In these comment sections on TikTok, Facebook, IG, that dude is a straight up soldier. He's already been doing the diplomacy, and he already has celebrities like, I think Amber Rose follows him or Sage Steele follows him. Whenever one of these celebrities end up following his account or reposting his stuff, he'll message me and be like, hey, look at this. Like, so like that guy's already been doing the work. He's already in contact with these celebrities. So it's funny, like I see some of these people, these mulattoes, like, we need to reach out to these celebrities. Cool, good luck. You get your little LGBT shit popping. Good luck, homie. See how that works out for you. Let me finish this off and continue on.
Tanya, because the DNA, like I said, has definitely progressed over the years, and the police had it early on, but the problem was they didn't have the killers.
Teresa and Rose never stopped trying to keep Tanya's case alive. Now they're holding on to hope that justice won't slip away. The difference now is they're focused on remembering Tanya, not the crime, but the child she was.
Remembering Tanya. The crime is horrible. We're pointing out the crime and etc. and exactly. But yeah, remembering Tanya, remembering everybody.
I'll always remember her as a sweet person and loving. She was just a happy kid, and that her life got taken away.
It does give hope to a lot of families out there of unsolved murders when they have the DNA, but it's important for people to understand these detectives that go back and work these cases, they have to get the original case, have that retested to see if there is male DNA, which is what they did in this. They actually took her autopsy results, retested that, found the DNA, which matched to the DNA from him in prison. But that's took 5 years to get that done.
Wow.
So that's a lot of waiting.
30 years for that DNA match, for that technology to stick. It's crazy, but better sooner than later. The fact that they still got it done, it's still a good progress.
Time for families.
It truly is. I mean, in this case, you're asking yourself, why did it take so long? If he's been in and out of jail, we know that he's been convicted before, but the key here, according to Rose, is that they never took his DNA, despite him being released multiple times, until the 2021 release, which is, they've been waiting 31 years. I mean, at this point, they were like, he was right there. We could have had closure. And the thing that stuck with me that Teresa told me was, I was scared if I were to pass away and not have these answers.
Yeah. Well, she'll be
not have the closure. That's crazy. Her daughter, man, it's crazy.
Be facing him in court soon, and hopefully they're looking to see if he was involved in any other cases every time he got released.
Well, Rose actually fears that there may be more victims out there.
Wow.
She says that she actually got a phone call from a young woman who actually said, hey, this was the individual who attacked me. And this incident, according to Rose, happened 2 years prior to Tanya's brutal killing. So they're concerned that maybe Tanya could have still even been here if this victim had come forward.
Well, at this point, investigators, are they possibly just looking at all of those possible questions at this point, right?
There's a lot to go through right now, especially with him, whether he's going to appear for his arraignment or not. But I did ask one important question of Teresa and Rose. You know, do we want to go to trial? Do we want to settle for a plea deal? And a plea deal, yes, only if this individual goes to prison for life with no opportunity for parole. The trial, as difficult and painful as these situations are for families like these, especially Teresa, she says that the only thing she's looking forward to are answers.
Yeah, that is it's sad and unfortunate. I'm here to report the news. I know I kind of went on a rant and tangent, which I always do. I'm human. And some people are not going to like it, which is good. I mean, the people who don't like it, they're the ones who I want the message for. Those are the ones I want to irritate, you know, because those are the hate watchers. You know, like I say, like I had like a bunch of people watching, and only like half of you like hitting the like button. Yeah, I know it's the same like biracial baby mamas. They stalk all my shit. They follow me all over social media. They hate on me because they know that I'm onto your shit. Like we see your game, and they push this gender war shit as well. That's the key thing, is they always push this gender war narrative in us. It's like, look, if you like black guys so much, just why don't you go to that community, help them out? Why are you still over with the biracial shit, the mulatto stuff, trying to fuck up what we're doing? Like we get it. You like black dudes, help them out. They need all the help they can get. Please. I can give you a couple dollars to just go the hell over there and stay the hell away from us. But they always come to our side over here. That's the crazy part, you know? They can't seem to stay away. Like they always worried about what biracial men are doing. And yeah. So Samuel says they can be baby mamas all they want. Just at the end of the day, they better not ask me for money or my resources to support them. Yeah, I know. I'm even offering, I'll pay them a couple dollars, whatever, just hooker tax or whatever. Just stay over there with the Pookie guys. Stay over there with the criminals, the thugs, be a baby mama, because they're broke. Like a lot of them, they don't have good results. They don't have good results. That's what I've noticed. And they're angry, they're upset with us, the guys, like a guy like me, because we laugh and joke at them like that. Like we got fucking options over here. We don't have to deal with you people. We only want higher caliber individuals over here. Is there a level of classism? Yes, there is. Sorry, we're not some scumbag hillbilly from fucking Florida. Like you're dealing with a different caliber of individuals over here. And they get upset by that. They think why we're supposed to still care about them. You put right here, I found that the female colored YouTubers on YouTube, you're saying, tend to be politically correct and they don't want to offend Bantus. You may want to tone it down because she will probably be turned off by her approach. This is over on the TikTok space. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. And I've seen that. I think I've connected with a few and I can tell they're kind of Bantu butt kissers. They're colored ladies and they're like a Bantu butt kissers. So I kind of know, I understand with the culture there, etc., because it's mostly Bantu, right? Majority Bantu. Difference here in the United States where it's not. Bantus are minority. And yeah, but I think this is more so a collab over on the TikTok space. And I don't know. I want to try it out, see how it works. I think I can have a productive conversation. Shout out to Val because she shared that last story with me, and I'm sharing it with you guys. Again, guys, I'll have all the links in the description so you guys can click the links and kind of get informed. I appreciate you guys being here. You put here, that's when you collaborate with her. She may not be as militant as you are. I completely understand your approach, but she might not. Yeah, exactly. I appreciate your insight. Val puts, I have stories about Bantus trying to trick me to go with them and white men. To be honest, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you said I was 9 though. That's crazy work. And the biracial baby mamas, they're going to defend those Bantus. That's their meal ticket to Blackistan. Not surprised that is the suspect. Yeah, I think I read that already. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I'm just reporting the news. I still think that we should popularize and normalize the term dark-skinned Bantu and abbreviate it to DSB, just like some have done with terms like MLS, mixed light skin, and suggestion. Yeah, for sure. DSB, dark skin Bantu. Yeah, it's kind of already popularized. Like I said, with me, a guy like me with the material that I'm producing, it's already like popularized, popular nomenclature within mulatto spaces on Instagram and on TikTok. Like all these men, they're using the term Bantu. Well, where the fuck did they get it from? It comes back to me. That's me, and which is cool. Shout out to all these dudes. And so what I'm saying, it's already kind of popularized. It's kind of already no more normal colloquial nomenclature within the sphere, and it's not really going anywhere. My whole thing is like we have to challenge them when we see the rhetoric that they're pushing that's that's against us. They commit crimes against us, as I shared with you guys with this live stream. We have to report on it. But I don't want it to make my whole mission. I'm not going to jump on here a live stream just talking shit about Bantus. That's not the whole mission here. But when they commit crimes, when they're publicly against us, let's report on it. Let's analyze it and show the public, hey, this is what's going on. I just don't want it to be where it's like we wake up at like 6 a.m. and Bantu. It's like, okay, are they attacking us? If they're attacking us, they're committing crimes against us. Let's report on it. If we're all just minding our business, it can be very harmonious. That's the key thing here, is I don't want it to just be centered around them, the Bantu. But if they're committing crimes, okay, let's report on it. And everything I shared with you guys, this happened less than a week ago, 5 days ago. All this, I'll have all the links in the chat, in the description box. This is all recent developments. This is all what happened within the last week. The last story I shared with you guys with Tanya Frazier, that was DNA evidence that was provided. Shout out to Val. She shared the story with me. But that was a crime that was committed in 1994, like 30 years ago. But DNA evidence helped them kind of catch the suspect. So yeah, My Mulatto Life says, imagine who else he's hurt in that 31 years. A lot of people. But they feel sorry for him because he's a dark-skinned Bantu male. And the biracial baby mama feels sorry for them, right? And you, as a biracial man, light-skinned man, you're privileged. You're privileged, right? So that's what we're up against. But I'm here for you guys. I'm going to report the news. I'm going to piss people off. It's an honor and a pleasure to do so. Hit the like button. I know the hate watchers, they're not going to do that. But those of you who support the content, hit the like button. Share the stream. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys next time. All right? So sayonara.